Hello and welcome. This is my SRXP race vlog. We had 4 cars in this championship at the moment on the track. Marco has some issues, so he cannot enter. We have Max with the KTM, of course. Yoshi at the moment is in the middle. He's driving the Porsche GT4 full of GT3 ahead of them, and he's managing to do a very nice start, and he's in P2, Max P3. Now Max just overtaking Yoshi, and they have an amazingly good start. One of the GT3 already lost it. We also have Briggs, who managed to ignore the notification from the organizers to click to the car what you want to drive. So in this moment he's using the McLaren GT4. Yoshi has a massive issue. Accidentally his steering wheel started he started the race without any kind of force feedback, and if you see this kind of fighting with P1 for position, it's an amazing skill, because he just don't have any feeling to where is the grip, where is the car is losing it. And in middle of the race he had to stop for 20 to 28 seconds just to restart the steering wheel, plus have some force feedback. So yeah, for the start for him wasn't the greatest, but he managed to keep it on the track. Amazing from him. A bit less fortunate car selection for Briggs. He didn't select the car what he wanted to drive, and instead of the Aston Martin he managed to get a random GT4 McLaren. He has some touch and just some body panels touch to each other, but no damage on the start. He has a good first couple of corners. He just coming down from Druids. He has a better corner exit than the Mercedes next to him, and he's in the inside lane, so he keep it inside. You can see there the KTM and Yoshi a couple of cars ahead, and yeah, he has a good start. The race for the first 3 cars was started eventless. Talking about eventless, nothing can happen if you slow down and go to the last position. So I just want to avoid any kind of carnage what can possibly happen in the first corner. So I'm going super wide and slowing down. My tires are cold. I don't want to risk anything. I just want to enjoy the race. So at the moment I have nothing to prove. I'm starting for P22. I want to collect the freebies, and at the moment I have a decent pace. I enjoy the car. I have a good setup, but it's technically traction control 2 and the stock aggressive setup plus tire pressure. I really enjoying driving the GT4 570S. I know it's lots of people don't like the car because it's killing the rear tires, but for me it's just super stable, easy to drive, and acting how I like to act the car. A little bit tail happy, a little bit sliding here and there. There is some oversteer, understeer. It's not the perfect, most balanced car. I just like it. And for lap 1, my tactic is just to stay away from any kind of trouble. I'm braking early. I'm going super wide to let the GT3 take back his position. I just don't really want to fight and risk anything. And yeah, in here I just maybe I just fall to sleep middle of the race, but I messed up this corner big time. And the second lap is starting. My tire starting heating up. It's around the mid 26 psi, tire pressure what I can see on the monitor. So I just decided, okay, let's reduce a little bit the gap. And the first is a Mercedes who I need to catch up. And as I said, because this is SRXP is a beginner-friendly league, all of the GT4s are mixed skill level drivers. So we have rookies, AMs, pro AMs, silvers, and pros in the GT4, and all of the GT3 here is the pro drivers from this community. So the better drivers driving GT3s, and we had a 80 car race when we have the mixed one. Yeah, I was a little bit close to the Mercedes. I managed to overtake him, and now I starting to chase the Camaro. And this is why I like multi-class races, not just multi-class, but especially GT4, because GT4 you can have like 20, 25, 30 seconds of damage and you still can do some bumper to bumper races. I think in this bad corner I lost some time, but yeah, the Camaro front of me lost it, the Porsche lost it, so here is a freebie, and I have a better corner speed than the Camaro, so I'm in attacking mode right now. I'm not attacking in this corner, or I didn't want it to, but he just decided, okay, he's going wide again. So this is my third overtake in GT4 category, and I have a BMW in front of me. Just waiting for the green McLaren to getting closer. And believe or not, my first 20 minutes was overtaking GT4s. GT3 is coming. I'm losing position because of the GT3. The overtakes causing me like 1 or 2 seconds of lap times. When I let in the GT3 past me, one GT4 just jumping ahead, and I was between P15 and P19 constantly changing up and down, and the other GT4s they losing a corner because they had to give up some race line for the GT3s, and I take him back. It was amazing. I really enjoyed the first third of the race. And talking about multi-class races, the good thing in multi-class is definitely you never get bored, because even if you cannot catch up your own class, the faster classes start overtaking you. The downside, some of the least respectful drivers from the faster class, they just take every kind of opportunity to overtake you. So there is a Camaro at the moment. He's in the middle of the three wide GT3s, and the two GT3 just going away, and the GT3 Ferrari killing the BMW. And I was super lucky. I just missed the GT4 BMW. And if you can see at the moment, rare things happening without damage. Chris is 2 cars ahead of me, and this is not happening because I suddenly learned how to drive. I just said as I stated, he has an issue with his force feedback, and this is when you don't feel the grip, you don't understand when the car is still trying to turn into the corner, and sometimes they don't. So this is definitely something what you get used to use the force feedback as your sense where is the car, how much you can slide, and if you're losing it, your pace will be suffer a lot. And the two Porsche, the white and the other one, they just racing with each other. They are super good. They are, I think, P3, P4. So we have like 16, 17 GT3 cars, and the top 4, 5 cars from the GT3s are super fast, super nice guys, and often how they starting to be a little bit slower, or getting more frustrated because they had an early mistake. They just getting way more aggressive, and you can see at the moment I'm sticking to the racing line, and I have a Ferrari behind me, and he just, yeah, I don't care, I want to overtake you. And this is when the Camaro is losing a little bit, and the Ferrari should came from behind and overtake us. Yeah, that's an Audi. I'm still on the racing line. He has a better exit. And again, GT3 is racing with each other while we are still in the race. So I'm fighting for position with the Camaro in front of me, and the Camaro is just the middle of the GT3 sandwiches. And this is, again, he didn't do any mistake. I'm just following the GT3s, and now I'm in the middle of the GT3 three wide corner. So yeah, you just cannot rest for a second. And now the GT3 killed the other. So it's a very small and short track, very technical. Brands is amazing, and yeah, multi-class here with 40 cars. It's not easy, especially when you have more slower car than fast ones. But the race, the first 20 seconds was amazing. 20 minutes, sorry. If you watch my previous race vlog, what was the 4-hour GRG with Briggs and Marco and Vinny, they had a terrible race because they have lots of issues with the technical issues and drive-thrus and other stuff, damage on the car. So they wasn't have the best race, and for this race Briggs is doing amazing job. He's P7 or P8. He driving a car what he never drove before, and this has happened. So in mid race I'm not really, or mid vlog I'm not really used to slow down and show what's happening, but this is the Mercedes issue. So the Mercedes decided he just doing a power slide in middle of the racetrack, and if you are inside in the Mercedes, the A pillar is blocking everything, but you can clearly see the cars are coming, and what you should do in this situation, you have your timer in the left side, and you need to see, if you don't have at least 5-10 seconds gap before the next car is coming, you just need to stay. You messed up, you made a mistake, your car is crashed, you're not entitled to use the racetrack, especially if you're facing to the wrong direction. And he just made the decision, okay, no other car is coming except the GT4, and he just came back to the track and killing Briggs. So he was absolutely unlucky, and if you see the guy's time, he's just leaving the race. So this is one situation what, yeah, he lost his car for some reason, maybe an accident, but looking for cars, and for some reason he just made a decision, okay, now this is the best time to come back and stop in the middle of the racetrack. And yeah, Briggs' car is gone. He was mad and unhappy, and I totally can understand. That was an unfortunate, and he, if he looking for his point of view, driving the car, racing with GT3 going wide, he going left, keeping on the corner, there is some humps, and this guy just decided to come back to the middle of the racetrack, and the other car just hit him too. So the two Mercedes just killed Briggs, and yeah, you can see his steering is gone, and he was lucky in one point to happen everything before the pit. So he had like 2 minutes of repair, race is gone. We convinced him to come back to the race because we're not just racing for ourselves, we're also racing in for team points. And because lots of people left the race, he finished ahead of the leavers, and even he finished ahead of one guy on track at the end of the hour. So this was unfortunate for him. And talking about unfortunate, I'm fighting with these two cameras for 20 minutes now. My car is okay. I had some taps from one GT freeze, and I'm messing up this corner, and I'm not releasing the throttle or anything, and I just smashed the car. My car has 26 seconds of repair, so it's still drivable, but around 30 minutes I get a message, tire pressure loss on the front left, and my front left was 2 psi lower than any other tires, so I made the decision. I sacrificing my race results for a race ending. So I went to pit and fixed the car, changed the tire, and finished the race with some practice. And I even managed to overtake some people, including Briggs, who had the massive accident. So yeah, if you can see, lots of issues happening on the GT4s. We are way less experienced in the second half of the GT4 grid than the front. So Chris, Max, and I think even Briggs are driving in pro level steam times, and for the last the second half of the GT4 pace is like 3 seconds behind, and even there is some guy who's 2 seconds slower than me, so it's very rare, but it's happening. My car is okay. I decided I'm finishing the race with the damage on the front, but it was impossible to do it because I had the puncture. So my race was some kind of gone here, but I just decided, okay, I still have 40 minutes left from my race. Let's enjoy it. So I don't give up. I managed to finish in P19, so even with the damage, with the tire change, with the repair, I managed to gain 3 positions from my quali position. So it was definitely worth it. So ACC is a game, and sim racing is you playing a game. You playing on your gaming PC, you playing in your gaming graphics card, and you playing in your gaming monitor, but the race is real. And this is when someone decided, okay, I want to win this race, I want to race, I want to do the best things what I can do. And this is how it looks like when you are mid-race, losing force feedback, alt-tabbing, opening your steering wheel software, starting again your force feedback setup, even if you messed up the settings on ACC, and you're starting to come back to race. So yeah, this was the moment what I said before. Yoshi stopped the car for 20-ish seconds to fix his force feedback. He dropped back from P4, P5 to P14 because he was 3 or 4 position ahead of me, or maybe 2, and now he's starting to feel the car. If you never raced in sim racing, it's very hard to. Oh yeah, it's happened right in front of me. So yeah, now I'm two car behind of Yoshi. But yeah, if you never raced in sim racing with or without force feedback, the force feedback is your all of your feedback from the track, from the tires, from sliding, for even ABS, everything what you have, it's coming through on the steering wheel, and with that force feedback you are almost impossible to drive properly. So yeah, he made the decision. He's back, he's driving, and he fixed his car. So let's see if, what this means for the end results. We have 5 or 4 laps before the end, and Yoshi is P5 and Boonatix is P4. I'm sorry, but I don't have his custom skin. He has some amazing Camaro skin. But they are racing at the moment against each other for position. So Yoshi managed to climb back from P14 to P5, and he has a possibility to overtake Boon and get P4. So we are in an external camera, and Boonatix is sliding. He has some issues with his tire. I check his trim. He was 1 psi lower all around, so he was a very low 26 psi tire pressure. I didn't check his tire temp, but I think it was a little bit colder than good or ideal. And Yoshi just wanted to have this position. He was on Discord with me. We talked about it. He said, "Yeah, I will get Boonatix. I want to do it because he has a terrible first 10 minutes. He just wanted to take this position, and as you can see, Yoshi's speed is there. He had a little bit better corner exits, corner speeds. Boon did a mistake here. He went wide, and Yoshi just looking for a position, getting closer and closer. He's already in the slipstream, so when you're getting closer to the car, it just speeds you up and mess up your brakings. But Yoshi is getting closer again. Boon went wide in this corner, and for the following corner again. And I think this is when Yoshi has a way better corner speed, and he just inch by inch getting closer to the Camaro, and now the Camaro is already outside, and Yoshi just did a dive bomb-like movement. And yeah, congratulations for Boon to not killing both of them, and he managed to have a very nice clean pass. Boonatix was careful. He already see in the mirror he was struggling with the tire. He see the speed difference, and this was Yoshi's overtake for to get the position as P4. And back to the front of the grid of GT4. So if we have a racetrack when the KTM don't suffer that much of the slow top speed, it's this. And Max is on P1. The Camaro came back to the track very dangerously. He didn't look around, and Max has 1 minute damage on his KTM. He has some gap ahead of P2, 3 or 4 laps left, so it's like 6-7 minutes left from the race. And now as P1 GT4, he should start to worry about all the gap, all of the 1 hour race. It's gone, and he need to fight for the last couple of laps to bring it home and get to the position what he deserves. And this white GT4 just out of nowhere tried to dive bomb him. Max was outside, and if Max 1 minute of damage wasn't enough, he get 10 seconds extra. So yeah, for the last couple of races, we all of the SE drivers on the same Discord, we talked with Max, and he was worried to losing the position. So he has some drama for the end, but he managed to cross the finish line as P1, and yeah, the race was very good for him. P1 with the KTM, slowest in the straight line, but the best on the corners. So he definitely has some very interesting moments for that. But at the end of the day, the race was fun. Lots of mistakes happened from all of the grid, from our end, from myself. Definitely I made mistakes. I think Briggs was innocent for the incident what happened with him. The GT freeze wasn't 100% careful in every scenarios, but overall this is multi-class racing, and we are not 100% professional drivers, so mistakes are made from every side, and Max is going super wide just to avoid that McLaren. So yeah, the race was fun. We definitely enjoyed it. So thank you for watching, thank you for being amazing and awesome. Stay safe, stay cool. If you want to hit the like and subscribe and everything, it's there, and the bell is there for a reason. And yeah, keep cool, and yeah, see you next time. Take care.